How's it going? My name's Keith Williams with Fretboard Guitar Lessons. Appreciate y'all tuning in today. I'm going to do something a little different today. I've been doing a lot of cover songs, and today I wanted to kind of give you kind of an overview of this fretboard and understand how the notes work, where the notes are, and all of that. We look down at these things, and it looks like wooden wires to me, and that's about all it is. I know a few chords, and that's it. So I wanted to really open your eyes up and to a lot of things, a lot of notes here, and I think the more you understand about your guitar and about music, the more fun it is, the more creative you can be. If you're a songwriter or whatever, or just playing whatever, you just kind of understand how it's all tying together. Kind of gets you more in tune, no pun intended, with your guitar and with your instrument, understanding how it's all going together there. So anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in. Be sure and subscribe to us if you would, if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up on this one if this is something you like, and check out our description down below. There's a lot of links down there, and they'll take you somewhere. I'm not sure where, but hopefully they'll take you somewhere good. So anyway, check those out if you would. And once again, I always appreciate y'all tuning in with us and learning new stuff with us. So anyway, so I'm going to show you the open strings. You may already know those, but I'm gonna go through those first, and then because you have to know those to understand the rest of the notes. Okay, so I'm not saying that you have to memorize the fretboard where you can just put your finger on the third string down here and go, oh, I know what that is. But understanding how to figure out what that is very important. So I want to show you how that all works. So we're going to start with the open strings. Okay, sixth string here, this is an E. Okay, fifth string is an A. Fourth string is a D. Third string a G. Second string is a B, and the first string is an E again. Okay, so first and sixth E. Okay. All right, so to remember that, there's probably several little acronym things that they have out there, but Eddie, 8, Dynamite, Goodbye, Eddie. Okay, so that kind of gives you to learn those. I mean, it won't take you long to learn them because there's only 6 strings and 2 of them are the same note. So it won't take you long to learn those, but that's kind of, in the beginning, it kind of helps you to remember what those are. And so the other thing to remember is you've got your 7. You got A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so you got 7 major notes. All right, and then there's sharps in between those notes, except for B and E. Okay, so there's no B sharp and there's no E sharp. Okay, I've seen one of the guitar guys, lesson guys, do this. Let it be. Okay, B, E. Let it, kind of like the Beatles, let it be. So remember, B and E, no sharps, okay? But everything else is going to have a sharp. There's going to be an A sharp, there's going to be a C sharp, there's going to be a D sharp, there's going to be an F sharp, and a G sharp, okay? And but it's just A through G major, and then everything has a sharp other than a B and an E, okay? So when you know the open strings, and we just learned those, okay, you can figure out what note this is by just walking down, and once you kind of get used to, you can learn the notes, maybe the notes that are where the dots are. Okay, you can learn those notes, and then the rest of them are going to be pretty easy to know. Okay, so all right. So now the cool thing is you've learned 6 notes just now, that quick. Okay. All right, you've learned E, A, D, G, B, and E. Okay, now if you come down here to the 12th fret, okay, typically there's a couple of dots there, or there may be a logo or some kind of different type of insignia or inlay there on the 12th fret, or you can count down, but anyway, typically there's something that indicates that 12th fret there. The 12th fret is the octave for those notes, okay, and so they're the same notes. So there's your E, B, G, D, A, and E. Okay? So E, there's open E. So you can tell it's the same note. Open E up here. A, D, open. 12th, okay. G, and the B. Okay? So now you know 12 notes. Boom. There you go. 12 notes. out of all, I don't know how many notes there are altogether on the fretboard. Some fretboards are a little longer. Typically, this is a standard fretboard, but so there may be a little more. But typically, we're going to stay within these 12 frets. There are some people get down here, and that's fine. But and if you get down here, what they do is they just start all over. So this is E. You go down to F because there's no E sharp, right? And then F sharp, G, so on and so forth. So I'm going to start up here, and I'm going to kind of walk down some of these strings and show you how this works. And it'll help you understand so much more about the notes of the guitar, I believe, in this fretboard that we look at every day and go, okay, I'm not sure how all this works, but anyway, it works somehow, and it makes sense. You know, makes a sound that I like, you know, when I play a chord, and there we go. But anyway, this will make a little more sense to you, hopefully. All right, so we're going to start with the 6th string here, open E, no sharp, right? Okay, so that makes an F. Go straight to F there, first fret. F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, no B sharp, so there's C, C sharp, D, D sharp, and guess what? We're right here at our octave, right here, our 12th fret, back to the E. Okay? Starting on the 5th string, open is an A, right? A sharp, B, no B sharp, right? We go to C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, no E sharp, so we go to F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and we're back to an A. All right, same thing all the way down. I won't do all the strings. I'll do the D here. Open D, first fret's D sharp, E, no E sharp, go straight to F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, straight to C, C sharp, and 12th fret D again. It just all comes back around. Okay, and so that kind of gives you just a better understanding, hopefully, of how this all works, you know. And so if you're looking for, you know, if you're working on a song, maybe you're trying to figure out a lick, or you're and you haven't really got into scales. I mean, scales are good too. Don't get me wrong. We'll do some things on scales as well. But just understand where those notes are, where those root notes are. If you're playing an F, you know, finding the notes down here, you can do some licks and just kind of understand how they all tie together. Now, I'm really going to blow your mind here. Not sure where you're at as far as if you know how to play a bar chord, but if you, basically a bar chord is an E chord if you know how to play an E. Okay, 1st fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 5th, and 4th string. That's an E chord. So when I move that down one, I'm an F, but it don't sound right. Don't sound right. Now I can capo it and play it like that. Okay, and I can capo it here. That kind of acts as the bar. Okay. Throwing in an extra lesson there for you for free. And so if I barred that, then I could play it in the E position just like that, open E, and it would be an F. But if I don't want to do that, then I can bar this with my first finger, my index finger, and bar that whole fret. Play that E position with just my other fingers. And I've got an F chord. Okay, I go down in F sharp, right? Because it works, the chords work the same way as the notes do. So G, G sharp, A sharp, B to C. It's probably not going to sound good when I get down here. C sharp, D, D sharp, and there's our E, 12th fret. Okay, now, here we go. This is really cool. So, when I bar this is an E, open E, and this is an E up here, open, right? When I bar that, what happens? Both of those become F. Okay, so there's part of our F chord. Because you have to have an F note in there to make it an F chord, right? There's our root note right there. Okay? 4th string, that's an F as well. So we got it. So if I just played, if I didn't bar it and I just played the middle strings, don't sound as good because I'm hitting that open B string a little bit, but that's still an F chord. You know, it's just if you get to strumming, you're going to hit the wrong. You know, you hit notes that are not going to sound right. So that's why we bar that. But so we've got 3 F notes: 1st string, 6th string, and 4th string in this position here. there's 3 F's right there. If I move up, guess what? F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, G, 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 4th string G, G sharp, A. Okay, so what's cool is by these, by knowing those the bar chords there, and also the dots. Typically, you have dots there on the 3rd, the 5th, okay, 7th, and on down. And so, you know, this first dot, these first notes are G's, okay? And then you also know that over here on this 4th string of the 5th fret, that's a G too, okay? So you've already learned right there, I know 3 G's right there, boom. You come down here, guess what? The 1st and 6th is an A, and right over here on the 7th fret, that 4th string is an A as well, okay? And you come down here, this is going to be a B. B, 1st and 6th, and then over here on the 4th fret, or 4th string, excuse me, is going to be a B as well. Oops. See? 1st, 6th, and 4th, and all the way down. It works that way. So you can look at this and go, okay, now these are, I know this first one, 1st and 6th is going to be F if I bar that, okay? And then this is an F as well. So there's 3 notes, you know. You come down here, G, 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 3 more notes, G, or A, 3 more notes, B, and of course in between as well, you know, that's a G sharp, okay? You know, that's a G sharp, you know, that's a G sharp. It's like, wow. I mean, it blows your mind down a little bit. So knowing those bar chords, you understand, you can remember those notes, you know. And the other notes, you know, you can work on those as well. But even just like learning this 3rd fret, for instance, the 3rd fret is a G. Okay, we know that. We know that's a G. Okay. We can come down as A open, A sharp, B. So this is a C. I'm just going to go down because I already have those written down here. So this is a C. That's an F. A sharp. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading the wrong one. I'm sorry. Let me back up. Okay. So we got a G. No, I was right. That's right. G, C, F, A sharp, D, and a G. I had the 5th fret written down too. So the 5th fret is A. We know that. A, 1st and 6th is A. Then we go D, G, C, and E. Okay? So you can kind of learn the notes based on the frets, you know, because like I said, you're going to know the 1st and 6th, and then the 4th string over here, three frets down from each one, is going to be the same note. Okay, so that's real simple. And then you can kind of figure out, you know, say, okay, I want to remember what these are, you know, and kind of memorize them based on the dots on the fretboard. And then then all you got to do is back up one, you know, and you know what that is. You know, this is an A, and what's before an A? G sharp, you know. Or if you're G, what's above that one? It's G sharp, you know. What's before G? F sharp. You know, so you can learn them that way. But just understanding the notes, knowing there's no sharp after B, there's no sharp after E, the rest of them have sharps. You can understand all the notes and really kind of understand the chords as well. You can figure out, okay, what notes are in a D chord. You know, well, we've got, when you strum a D chord, I'll give you this, and then I'll get out of here. But the D chord you strum 4. Well, the 1st string is an open string. It's a D. Okay. 2nd string goes on the 3rd fret. Okay, so that's a G. So that'd be G sharp. It's an A. Okay, it's an A note. All right. So the next one is the E string. So E, F, F sharp, and then the other one is the 2nd string on the 3rd fret. So the 2nd string is a B open. C, C sharp, and a D. Another D there. So you got 2 Ds. See how that sounds? So your 2nd and your 4th string, it's a D note. All right, and so you can kind of go through the other chords and figure out what notes they are, What's making those up? And so it'll just hopefully this will help you understand the fretboard, help you to memorize some things and understand. Okay, I know where this. I know these are G notes. Easy, boom, every time. Okay, every time. And these are F's and these are G's or A's and B's and on down the line. And you can knowing the bar chords will help you to understand the notes all the way down the fretboard, and knowing that open, the open notes, and then down here they're the same note on that 12th fret, that octave. So anyway, I hope this has been helpful to you, and I know it's helped me some. I've learned a few things myself in figuring some of this out, just walking through it, and like I say, you get so used to just playing chords and you don't think about notes a lot of times. Especially us country guitarists and rock guitarists and folk, we think of more notes as that's for classical guitarists and all that. But I think the more you understand the notes, the more you understand your instrument, the more you understand music itself and how it all ties together, no matter what genre it is. Because you can pick up any guitar and guess what? Those notes are all going to be the same. They're going to be the same. If it's tuned in standard, you're going to have the same notes there, and so it's pretty cool. But anyway, appreciate y'all tuning in once again. My name's Keith Williams again with Fretmore Guitar Lessons, and we hope to see you in the next lesson. Thanks.